4, 3, 2, The Drop Radio. I am your host, King Drop, and this is your Daily Drop. Now, this is all about the COP21, which is the 2015 Paris Climate Conference that is scheduled to take place in Paris. Oh, romantic Paris. Yes, there's a lot going on behind that romance in Paris. Now check it out. This is going down November 30th, 2015. And they're saying it will be unlike any other UN climate summit or climate conference in the past. The COP21 has a scarily grandiose objective, in their own words, to achieve a legal binding and universal agreement on climate. For the first time in over 20 years of UN negotiations. They're trying to achieve something that they ain't achieved in 20 years. But take it a step beyond to turn it into a universal, legally binding situation. Whatever they did 20 years ago ain't gonna have nothing on this. Because now you're looking at your first official universal laws. And look what they plan on doing this. If they achieve their aim, we will be faced with the horrifying prospect that the mythology of AGW, anthropogenic global warming, and man-made global warming would be entrenched in law, thus solidifying it as fact in the minds of many. It would be a giant step towards global governance. Global governance. Check out these keywords again. I tell you this every time because they keep using them. Global, extremist, universal. All right, so they're calling it a global governance or a one world government with worldwide carbon tax. So now they create a universal law. They do a carbon tax for the entire world. They do a law. The whole world has to abide by the law. And who's the power? Who's the world power? You know it's not America, right? They're moving in on America. They're moving in on the corporation. This is a corporation that has a president and a vice president. Businesses have president and vice president. Kingdoms have kings and queens. So America, if it doesn't have a king or a queen, they got us brainwashed to think, oh, because it's a democracy, so it's a little different. Nah, man, the president is the king or he ain't. No, he's the president of the corporation, and he's there to make money for the corporation, to continue to push the agenda of the backers or the financiers of the corporation. And those financiers are now taking back that lease. Whatever they loan to this corporation or this business, they are now here to collect. So our police forces are now becoming their police forces. Our climate and whatever we want to do sovereignly with our climate will now be in their control. Whatever they want to do to our climate, they will do to our climate. Whatever you talking about this Constitution thing, look, people were here already. They had their own law. A law was imposed on them by these founding fathers, and they developed their Constitution and did their whole 3/5 thing, which we already know, only helped out those Southern voters, right? Made the South get rich and gave the South power. All right, then they abolished this slavery stuff. Why? Because they cared about Negroes or Hebrews or Hebos or Hebrew. Nah, man. Just because the South was just balling out of control. So the North, had to say, look, man, we got to get these slaves out of here, because they got too much power with this 3/5 thing. Now, all that Constitution, all that power is now going to someone else. All right. So another law is coming in, and now you're seeing your first evidence of this law taking shape, and they're doing it in the form of climate control. And they can tell us anything, right? What do we know about the readings and this and that? I'll prove it to you. The objective sought at COP21 has been a long time coming. Obama revealed how important this was to some factions of the NWO when he stated that his definition of leadership would be leading on climate change, an international accord that potentially will get in Paris. All right, this is how he came out with it. In response to the assertion put forth by the interviewer that Putin was challenging Obama's leadership, if worldwide climate change laws are just as important to the NWO as controlling Syria, it gives you some idea of what is at stake here. Some have also suggested that the upcoming COP21 was the reason former Aussie PM Tony Abbott lost leadership of his party. All right. Abbott was strongly opposed to the idea of the AGW. All right. So I know it seems like a lot of stuff because they like to, play around with these words and letters and play the whole, alphabet game. No matter what, name or what banner they fly this stuff under. Just think globe, just think global, think globalist, think universal. All that refers to the powers that are really in charge, who's really got the gold, who's really got the king to the kingdom. Who comes around and everybody has to kiss their hand. Who everybody got to see. Everybody got to see them. The king, you already know what I'm talking about. That's the king of this kingdom. Not this business here. And now we're seeing a change. And it's a change that it's not by accident. This business was only supposed to run a certain amount of time and get wealthy off of who? Off of you. It was set up to get wealthy off of you. All right. Now we're at that turning point. So I'll leave a link to this. Check out this COP21. Keep your eyes peeled for what's going on in Paris. In romantic Paris. I know it's beautiful, but things is happening and it's popping off in Paris, November 30th. Keep your eyes up for that. And as always, my family, you already know. Open your eyes and remember, stay up, suit up, choose up. 432thedrop.com. This is your daily drop.